see. That's working. That's working. And hold. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. We're good. We're back for round 2. Hold on, everybody. Let me make sure we're set there. Let me make sure. Seraphim Eyes. What's up, dog? Good to see you again. How's it going? We're good there. It's a little bit more of a test stream. I've never done this before, so I'm really just messing around. What's up, Nova Master? Good to see you again as well. We're going to see how this works. I kind of think you're not supposed to read. Let me flip. There we go. I kind of think you're not supposed to read it like this, like, you know, just straight out in the open like that, but we'll see what happens. I don't have it monetized, so fingers crossed that it does something, but we'll see. We'll hope for the best. I don't think you're supposed to. I've seen everybody else, so a lot of people do. Let's see if I can do it live for you. Let's go filters. How do I make something, let's see, probably transform, rotation, position. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't really watch too many other people read and react to it, so we'll see. There's a way to make its opacity go down, but I don't think I have that installed. So we'll see what happens. You know, whatever happens, whatever happens. What's up, Quack? How's it going? So this is right where the anime ended up. I'm sure as long as you're not reading word for word, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I figured as much also, but we'll see. You know, we're flying by the edge of our seats here. Couldn't find a tutorial for it. I have no idea what the rules on it are. So we're just going to shoot for the fences. We're just going to hope for the best. This is right before he gets changed his name to Black Ant. So I want to catch up and I want to read like the first few chapters. Now it's going to be a little bit hard with episode 1, episode 2 of Thousand-Year Blood War Part 3, because as we know, there's a brand new anime only fight that's happening at the same exact time. We're getting Shinjimaru versus Uryu right as everything else is happening. So there's no reading that. We can't prepare for that. We're just going to have to suck it up and go with what we have right now. So let's see. Classic, boom, white brush kanji, of course. It's nice to have all the translations. This is old school. And by the way, in a Discord server called Weaves Guild, will I pull the baddies? Yeah, you will 100%. Don't get your channel down. What's up, Alpha Gator Studio? Thank you. Yeah, we'll try not to. So this might be more of like a Twitch sort of thing, because I don't think this is going to vibe. I think YouTube is actually very strict on this kind of stuff, so we'll go from there. But I've seen other people doing it. They typically just make it transparent. And I saw a couple that have borders around it, and they go from there. But we'll see what's up. Look at this. Is how you know it's like a fan translation. They just kept it as the Japanese name. Kurori. Is that how you say it? Anybody else having trouble with the stream? I hope it's just you, but I don't know. So we'll see. I guess we'll find out really quickly. Let's see. Your current ability is now equivalent to those of an ant crawling on the ground. Everybody remembers that. That's from the very end. Right here is like literally where it ended. It shot him down. Look at Yugram's like, Your Majesties. Don't know why he's worried. All right? Don't know why he's worried. Yhwach is the king. He's going to be fine. I couldn't have seen this far ahead of my eyes. So this is literally like this part right here is the end of Thousand-Year Blood War Core 2. This is where it cut away. It went to the credits. And then after this, we got 7 minutes. 7 minutes of the illustrated guide. So much. Okay. I did not expect that I could have seen this far ahead with so crazy that it literally goes right into him getting the Almighty. Just right into it. There he's back. Ichibei shocked. Instantly dead. You still draw breath. Power of his majesty allows him to understand all that he sees from any given perspective, as such that knowledge makes it all but impossible for his majesty to be beaten. How far do you think? Can't hear nothing. Will be released. It is coming out tomorrow. Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War is coming out tomorrow. How far do you think Grimmy gets in the War Gauntlet if you take Kenpachi out? Like, can he beat Yhwach? Well, I mean, realistically, Grimmy should be able to beat anyone. The time of release is 7:30 a.m. PST. Grimmy realistically should be able to beat anybody. He has the power of imagination to literally do anything he wants. So, in a perfect world where Grimmy's a smart feller, he could kill anybody he wants. It's just simple as that. Do whatever he wants. Take down anybody he wants. He's got that guy. He's got the dog in him. What's up, Core Gaming? How's it going? We're reading Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War Core 3 before it releases tomorrow. So this is right where the anime ended. Like, this is probably a couple after that. I gotta go. I see you've been on the up, Quack. I will see you around, dog. Thank you for all the support, as always. Your head looks bigger, Sam. That's fucked up, Rito. First thing you say to come here, that's fucked up. But I appreciate it anyways. Welcome in. When will it release in the Philippines? So it should still be tomorrow, but the Philippines, I guess you'd have to do the time adjustment. So it's 7:30 a.m. PST. Classes for faster function, Bruce, it's 100% function. I got these in 3rd grade, and I've had them ever since. They are full on function. They are thick. It's for function. As such, knowledge makes all impossible magic be the letter A. We find out what the letter A stands for. That's what signifies magic powers. The Almighty. And that's the end of the chapter. These are all fan drawings. Fun. We love Gen. Everybody loves Gen. His majesty fights with closed eyes. Dude, how salty as a motherfucker would you be? Like, he's been a nerd since 3rd grade. Okay, I walked into that. Love that. Basically, Yhwach is like, yeah, you know, His Majesty, he's been fighting you guys with his eyes closed. Best of luck. We'll see what happens from there on out. Beautiful. Look at this. Toshiro Simps worldwide having the blast. Rukia, we love Rukia. So here in the manga is Uryu. Uryu and Yhwach is sitting in the tree and they're watching Yhwach fight. They're just like, yeah, hey, this is a fucking great time. This is fantastic. We're not in any danger whatsoever. We're having a great time watching this fight. It's like WWE ringside tickets. Sealed King will regain his pulse after 900 years. Oh, the classic. This is how we started the anime. Easy. Happen to be within the 9 years for power, His Majesty would lose control over the power of his letter A, and the abilities of us Stern Ridders may all but be taken. Dang. I don't understand how balance works. Nobody understands how it works, man. Nobody. And like nobody understands how Ichibei's power works. So there's a lot of stuff that can be improved in the anime. So let's see. So it's not a matter of taking the enemy lightly or not. The sealed king of the Quincy's will regain his pulse after 900 years, regain his intellect after 90, regain his power after 9 years. But if those eyes happen to be open within the 9 years for power, His Majesty would lose control over the power of his letter A, and the abilities of a Stern may well be all but taken. So if someone forced his eyes to be open within the 9 years, it would be game over. How much time did the episode come out? It comes out at 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. PST. That's interesting. I don't remember that bit at all. I've read this way back in the day when it first came out. I did not remember this whole part about how if the eye had opened in the 9 years, like, oh man, we're screwed. It would have been game over. If somebody would have forced Yhwach, if someone would have found Yhwach and made him open his eyes, it would have been game over. He would have had to use all his power. Who's your favorite female Femrider? Lil Toto. Favorite Stern Ritter overall is Askin. Love Askin. I'm getting people to say no sound. Let me just make sure. I'm showing sound. Can everybody hear me? It'd be wild if I was just talking to myself. Let me see. I gotta pull it up on my phone to make sure. Most underrated Stern Ritter. Pepe, obviously. Easy slam dunk. Let's see. I can hear. Okay, good. Good. Thank you. However, His Majesty, who's been keeping his eyes closed for all this time for our sakes, has now opened them. This means the 9 years for power has come to an end. This is now truly the power of His Majesty. Finally answered. Damn. Look at that. Kuro's art is so good. So good. Best Bleach female character, Kukaku Shiba. Easily. So it's going to have to happen after they get out of the bankai. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to have to happen either. It will either happen simultaneously or it will happen right after they get out. Insane. What did I miss? Nothing. We just started. We're just at the start. Like, this is going to be episode 1. So from what I've heard, episode 1 is Uryu versus Shinji, Uryu versus Senjomaru, and then Ichibei versus Yhwach wrapping up. That is what I've heard from episode 1. So that's what I want to just double check and make sure. Isane. Ooh, Pythes loves Isane. Pythes loves Isane. That's going to be feisty. Least favorite Stern Ritter. Man, that's a tough one. I mean, I don't really have one that I like necessarily hate for Stern Ritters. I think they're all kind of cool. Like, I love Robert. I guess Nanana, I would say maybe is my least favorite. Isn't Aizen supposed to be in episode 1 somehow? Well, yeah, I think they are going to go do the thing. I wonder what the post-credit scenes. Who knows? From what I heard as well, they move stuff around. How could he survive that? Why did my last ability just falter? Like, so why? Like, Ichibei's pissed. He's like, nobody's supposed to Uno reverse card me. He's like, I'm the guy that Uno reverse cards. I'm sure you're wishing at all the answers to the questions. Here we go. The eyes are coming out. With these eyes now open, I can see everything from this very instance all the way to the distant future. It is nigh impossible to even land a single blow on me. That is my power, the Almighty. Ichibe's like, look at this creepy face. Look at the creepy Ichibei face that we're going to get here. He looks pissed. He looks like one of them Russian dolls. Even when Kubo's health was failing, he still put it, oh yeah, Kubo's art through and through was incredible. And like, look, he's even growing little backgrounds here. Like, how not Kubo? Look, he's like, let me throw some clouds in this small little panel here. So like, can you hit him when he's looking, or does he automatically know what happens? I think he automatically knows. So let's see. I'm sure you're wishing you had to answer all these questions. With these eyes now open, I can see everything from this very instance all the way into the distant future. For everything I see, I can also understand. And so all the abilities that I know will become my allies. See, that's tough. That's tough. If my conceptual existent erasure didn't work too, I'd be mad. Yeah, like the name erasing ability all of a sudden doesn't work. You'd be like, oh, this is bullshit. It's like my ability was the king bullshit. This is bullshit. Definitely Anzel Guilings. This is for Senjimaro to flex on. Okay, that's fair. That's a good call. That's a good call. All the abilities that I know. How can I be defeated with this kind of power? Is nigh impossible to even land. So I mean, it's hard to say, right? They don't. I mean, Kubo doesn't go into explaining it, which is why we get all the title cards in the anime where they'll use that. Listen here, man, I'm ready, Bean, I'm ready. Look, he's pissed that you shook it off. I think a lot of people forgot the Almighty could negate abilities like this. I mean, the Almighty is broken, and that's like part of the thing. Like, even when the series ended, it's like, how do you defeat the Almighty? You just can't. Yhwach is so strong, so strong. It's not like the name Yhwach really ever meant anything to begin with. Can know all you like, but do not forget everything that is black belongs to me. This is famous last words right here. I don't remember the manga much, but I hope they go into Pernida more. A lot of people are hoping we get a lot more explanation of Pernida. A lot of people are hoping we get more explanation on the Soul King, is another thing that I hear a lot, which it does sound like we are going to get the Soul King. Oh, everlasting darkness, drink up. Appetizers for drinking sake. Good chance. What time does Cour 3 drop? 7:30 a.m. PST. You're going to feed me as our nah, I'd win. Oh, seriously. I just want Bazby to have his time to shine. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, Bazby, I think, will. Bazby is getting the Bazby versus Ugrim this Cour. I think it's going to happen 100%. Oh, this is what we saw. This is what we saw in the teaser. Such that you will never be born. Such that you will not become our sacrifice. Futen Daisatsu Ryo, Slaughterous Mausoleum of Non-Reincarnation. Dude, how beautiful. How beautiful. And also, what a badass name. Slaughterous Mausoleum of Non-Reincarnation. Benjamin, what's up? Episode comes out 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning, PST time. So translate that into whatever time. That is a baller name. And I feel like it's just like, you know, I'm now going to erase you and make sure number one, you're not going to reincarnate now. The goal of the Soul Reapers is push people into the cycle of reincarnation. Not for you, Yhwach. Sorry. Do not pass go. Kick back to the start. Kubo would be a great fashion designer. Oh, people said that forever. Kubo's fashion designs is incredible. Really, really good. I stole 100 nights from the Soul Society of 100 years in the future to make this. So he can do it in the future. Like, imagine you're born in this part with the 100 nights. Like, dog, I really need those 100 nights. I really need those 100 nights. Like, that's fucked up. I stole 100 nights from the Soul Society of 100 years in the future to make this. The grave markers that will mourn for you. Yeah, look, there will not even be a chance for rebirth. Not even gonna happen. Enjoy your descent into a pitch black hell. Dude. No one getting any sleep. Oh, I assume they just scrape it off the top, right? Like, they're just 100 days on the back end. Nobody's going to know. Yhwach finishing the quote with Ichibei is insane. I just give up. Should have already mentioned that I'm all seeing. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Dude. That's going to be such a good scene in the anime. That's going to be so good. It's just over. It's just like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2. Like, come on, man. How are you going to fight someone that is that annoying? Like, the dude says the quote at the same time as you. It's like, all right, well, we're done. I don't want to play anymore. It's like, thank you for playing. Like, even Ichibei's like, this is fucked up. So what's interesting is, like, we get just this scene in the manga, right? And what we already saw is one of the teasers, right? He summons all the skulls all the way around. We get a full 3D projection happening here. And then it goes boom. Like, that's crazy. That is really crazy. Enjoy your descent. Then Ichibei's like, well, that fucking sucks. In the face of my abilities is absolutely nothing that can obstruct my comprehension and counter measuring. So basically, I understand everything. I counter everything. Fighting Yhwach is bullshit. It's like, what else are you supposed to do? I assume there's like a limit to how far ahead there, or else he would know how he was defeated. Well, so that comes into play later. That exact question comes into play later. Thank you, Vovo. Everything I see is powerless for me. So do you still think that my name is devoid, meaning my name is Yhwach? I have heard. Do you guys want to hear a leak? I have heard, and I don't know if this is confirmed, that we will not see this. This exact panel we will not see. So I'm interested to see what we are going to get instead. The one who just take everything from you. And then blah, done. Done, dude. Absolutely done. You think all those skulls are just for design? My name is God, for I have come. Yep. You think all those skulls are just for design, or could those all be? It could all be the people Ichibei used the ability on. That's what I saw the people talking about today. Is someone was saying that exact panel. Don't get your hopes up for seeing. Very good, Gabe. How are you? Thanks, Joe Bartolozzi says drink water. Oh, that's a great call. No, we need the My Name is Yhwach panel. I heard that's not going to happen. I've heard that the Yhwach panel is not going to happen. Least favorite design in Bleach of all times, Pepe. Next. But we'll see. It comes out tomorrow, so let's carry on, because that could be very well where it ends. Also, look at this classic, man. How many of you have this? Have you guys actually watched Hunter x Hunter, Haikyuu? No idea what this is. Not a single clue. This is My Hero, I assume. These two both My Hero. Bleach, Assassination Classroom, Naruto, Toriko, One Piece, Gintama, Food Wars. Comes out at 7:30. Is the recap updated, or is it just a copy and paste thing? Are you talking about the potential 7 minutes of recap? What is an answer you want to be able to Kuba to tell you about? Where will Bleach episode drop? Crunchyroll. The Bleach episode will drop on Hulu. Is where it'll drop. If you are in the US, it's in Hulu. I do not know much about the recap. I know it's about 7 to 9 minutes long. I don't know if it's updated. I don't know if somebody's narrating it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what are the outfits or uniforms that their server is based on. I mean, yeah, this is super, super nostalgic, dude. I also like how I know this guy's super popular. Gun. Guy just has a gun around all these people, just full on. Is the true Bankai of Ichigo can really defeat Yhwach? Well, we don't know. We don't really know that. We don't know much about the true Bankai, period. Look at poor Ichibei. That's brutal, man. And then the end of Squad Zero. Look at this. We got no Senjumaru fight. Not a single bit in the original manga. This is all that we were left with. Squad Zero has fallen. Done, dude. That's why it's so crazy. Does he say that My Name is Yhwach, or is it the panel just not there? I don't know. People were saying on Twitter who have seen the episode. Some leaks came out. Some people went to the pre-screenings. The rumor was that exact panel, My Name is Yhwach, is not there. But fingers crossed, I hope it is there. That's an iconic panel, man. So we'll see tomorrow. We'll find out. Do all my questions have no answer? Yeah, I mean, Mike, if you haven't read the manga, Kubo was having pretty bad health problems, and so a lot of stuff towards the end of the story just got dropped, man. It's like it was moving at lightning speed. Like a lot of stuff didn't get explained. We cut from one fight to the other. It was like the last season of Game of Thrones, where it's like we're just hopping all over the place, like light speed. That's why everybody's so excited for the anime with Kubo being involved, because so much new shit is going to be added. So much stuff is going to be explained. We're getting fights that weren't even in the manga. Like, here's Senjumaru right here. We don't see Senjumaru ever again. Ever again. Like, this is it, man. I'm different than pneumonia. Also, Peak the card game channel got banked from Union Arena. Our store thing wasn't a super pre-release event, so there weren't decks to give out. Oh, that sucks. They started making weekly chapter. Oh, I can only imagine. Being a mangaka, having to do weekly chapters for Shonen Jump has got to be insane. Now you're next in line. The Soul King. Dang. 611 Bleach. Death of the Soul King. Dang. I think realistically, this is probably where it's going to end. I would be shocked if we get much farther than this. What are your theories, expectations for Uryu versus Senjumaru? Well, one, Uryu is going to win. A lot of people are thinking that he's potentially going to activate his Shrift. We're going to see his power. There's something with his glasses. We even saw it in the opening that there's some sort of like lightning that goes down his glasses. I don't know. I don't know. So it's a bit weird because like Uryu, right? Uryu is a good guy, but Uryu is going to kill Senjumaru. Uryu is going to full on kill Senjumaru. Like, it just puts it in a weird thing. Yeah, the antithesis. Mm-hmm. We're like, how can we defend Uryu if he full on blasted Senjumaru? Now, obviously, spoilers, guys. Squad Zero can't die. They can't die. They're immortal. So you would have to explain that Uryu knew that was a thing, and then go, what if Ichigo replaced Soul King? So That is probably what, well, we pretty much know. That is what Ichibei was attempting to set up Ichigo for, just in case that the Soul King did die and they needed to replace the Soul King. Ichigo was going to be the replacement for that, and that's what all those scenes you saw of Ichigo like kind of walking to that shrine at the end of a lot of those episodes. I think Senjimaro might willingly lose. Maybe she realizes true intentions. Oliver, I would be happy with that, because I think there has to be an explanation for why we should still like Uryu, because he becomes a murderer, right? He becomes a murderer of not a bad guy, right? Just like a Soul Reaper, he becomes a murderer if he kills Senjimaro. So it's weird. Weekly manga artist seeing the One Punch Man artist making his own stuff. Dog made 2 a week and then waited a month. The One Punch Man author is chilling, man. He's got it made. He has a very healthy cycle, and I dig it. Go for it, man. The animation he made was crazy too. So here's everybody rolling up. This is where we last saw everyone at. Boom. Look at it. They come in not graceful at all. Ganju. Now, supposedly one of the characters to look forward to in Thousand-Year Blood War Core 3, according to the staff, is Ganju. All right. I missed the shield on you with Sa Tenkeshi. That is fucked up, honestly. Like I said, it ain't nothing. Oh, Ganju's a man. He doesn't care. Ganju's an absolute man. Ichigo's like ready to fucking go. It's too quiet. What's going on here? And then walks out. Whose dead body are we seeing here? Yoruichi. The squad's hero. It's the monk. He helps train up me and Ruki on my stuff. Oh, so they walk straight up to Ichibei. They literally land right where Ichibei's body is. Like, yep, perfect timing. We skipped the bottom landing. We went straight up to where Ichibei is. Have a good time. The Hoseki no Kuni mangaka took a long hiatus to play Persona 5, and that's so relatable. That is actually funny. That's really funny. Ichigo. So this is immediately where we see Ichibei reaching out to Ichigo. Monk. Look, he keeps saying monk like he doesn't know what his name. Like, hey, that's the monk. That's the monk that helped me. What if Ichigo didn't know his name? Just full on forgot it. What's up? I don't know. Call my name. I can hear the monk's voice. Your name. Like, come on. Hyosube Ichibei. How am I supposed to get that? How am I supposed to remember that? That, dude, if you guys come to me in the afterlife and like, remember my name, first and last, remember my name, I'm like, well, you're dead, man. You're not coming back. I can't help you there. It is over. And he's good. He's back. You have my thanks. Love Ganju and Ichigo. Love Ganju and Ichigo, the classic gang. I mean, he never got his name. What if he forgot because when he died, his name was erased? Am I cooking? You're cooking, dude. You're cooking. You're cooking, man. All of one's powers reside in their name. By asking you to call my name, I was able to receive a tiny bit of your power and transform it to restore my body. So once again, Ichibei is just full on using Ichigo here. He full on took a part of Ichigo's power against his will, used it to revive himself. Ichibei is just like, man, thank God you're here, Ichigo. Like, this is the greatest like wealth of power I could ever have. It was like a load of crap. That's so, given both our powers, it's actually a logical conclusion. Ichigo, I implore you to put a stop to. Okay, now I do like that he didn't demand that he do. He said, I implore you. I implore you. So what happens when Almighty comes back even though Ichibei seals it? So what happens with Almighty? It comes back even though Ichibei seals it. Basically, never read the manga. I just hope my favorite Toshiro has a happy ending. Ooh, you're going to have to wait and see, Armor Kitty. You're going to have to wait and see. Because as we last saw, he was a zombie, man. He was a zombie. Wasn't going well for your boy Toshiro. I hope Genjo and Tsukushima show up in Core 3. I hope so as well. I really look forward to seeing the Fullbringers, so hopefully that is Core 3. That'd be nice. Squad's here has been defeated by him. I may have my body restored, but there's no time to wait for my power to replenish. So, like, what is Ichibei going to do? Like, in his free time now that he's back, like, where is he going to go hang out? I hope Michiro gets beat in the anime. My bestie recently finished reading Thousand-Year Blood War, and one of the first things he told me was, fuck Ichibei. Zombie Tosh is the only good Tosh on God. I thought the manga ended years ago. It did, Armor Kitty. I know what happens to your boy Toshiro. I know. I don't want to spoil it for you. Zombie Tosh was cool, though. Outfit's cool. Effects are cool. His fighting style is brutal. Really, really cool. I'm not telling you to kill him, but please end this. The Soul King is the linchpin of the world. If the Soul King dies, Serete, the real world, Wekamundo, and everything else will collapse and fade into oblivion. Now, he didn't say anything about hell there. I feel like that would have been a nice little nod to say hell. Where do you want the third core to end? I honestly do not know. I do not know where would be the good spot for the third core to end. After the I literally just watched the show for him. Armor Kitty, if you don't want spoilers, he will have a lot coming up. I don't think so much this core, so you might be a little sad, but he will have his moments later. I promise. Please protect the Soul King Ichigo, and then they all go running off, which they got the gang. You know, Orihime, Chad, looking beautiful running up to the Soul Palace. You know, it is interesting that like this is like the landing spot. I have to look up, but they just watch the show for him. Okay, all right. I want it to be where Tsukishima stabs Ichigo and you can see all the past fights in one big montage for all the mermaids. That'd be cool. What made you want to do YouTube? Man, I started YouTube a long time ago, Peter. It's me. Long time ago. Jeez. Maybe 7 years I started this, you know, not very successful, obviously, but I started a long time ago. When I was a younger lad, all I did was watch YouTube. Like, I watched YouTube more than I watched TV. I watched all that stuff. It was chronically online, so that's what made me want to do it. Love it. I love the content. I love doing it. I love interacting with everybody. Maybe hell always existed, since as long as there were sinners, hell will always exist. That'd be interesting to think about. That'd be good. And then boom, stabbed right through the chest of the Soul King. Hate to see it. Farewell, Soul King, for I have seen the future. My father. Could you imagine? Be honest, but I want to know how Kubo gets the names for the Sternriders and their origins. That would be cool. Sam started YouTube in an attempt to raise money for his hair implants, but the goal got skewed somewhere down the line. Oh, there you go. Okay. He made a diss track to bald people for his first video. He got cursed. Now he's a bald man. I mean, really, any of those origin stories I'll accept. I just saw you live on my FYP and I got spoiled. I'm anime only. Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. This is all coming out tomorrow. I guess I didn't think that one through. Dang. Sorry, I like cats. The good news is I like cats, if you're still here, is so much is different from the manga that I'm really reading this to see what the differences are between the manga and the anime, because it is so extremely different now. A lot of this stuff that's in the manga is so different. Why did you read in color? I wanted to read it in the original black and white. I know there's the official coloring for it. I want to read it original black and white, just so I can get how it was presented back in the day. I feel like Kubo's black and white style is where it's at. Sam, I clip you saying the things you do to Cat Yoichi. Don't say I like cats. I was reading somebody's name. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of anime only moments I like cats, especially in the first episode, and there will be a ton of anime only moments coming up through all the seasons. There's in the manga, a lot of stuff didn't get fleshed out all the way because Kubo was having health problems, so he skipped all over the place, and now he's using the anime to fill all those spots back in. So it's gonna be very different. Be honest, but from what you could tell, what the Sternriders designs come from? I mean, probably some old German uniform, right? Give us back Rukia Peach. There's no going back and getting that. It's done. The Blu-ray's out. They're never going to go back and add Rukia Peach. It's done. It's over. At this late hour, there's nowhere left for you to run. An imperfect God. Yep. Hate to see it. That is some OC Ichigo right there. Look at that. Dang. That is classic. After Thousand-Year Blood War, do you think Hell Arc will get an anime adaptation? No, I do not. I think it will eventually down the line. It will. Or if you never got sick to start with, if the ending would be different. I think so, Peter. I think the ending would be very different. I think the manga would be very different. So it's hard to say, but that's why we'll see what happens. I know I'm going to get canceled, but do you think the Quincy's are pretty much based on Yo? Well, yeah, I would say so. I mean, I think with Kilgay, right, the original one that you saw in Wekamundo, very heavily leans into that. In this long, never-ending disgrace. Rather, perhaps you had already foreseen the sun that would rise this day. Farewell, the Soul King, the one who saw the future, my father. Look at the chapter is called Dirty. Dirty. Sam, in German, I mean Sternritter cosplay. Okay, all right, hilarious, funny. Dang, right back to Shinji, huh? Look, at Shinji's healed. He's back at what's this? You guys came here too, huh? This is going to be where everybody reconvenes. This is going to be the best part. Honestly, this is going to be so good. This is one of the parts that we're looking forward to the most, where everybody, I mean, like, just a quick scroll. Everybody is getting together here. This is going to be one of the best parts. When the whole gang gets together, it's going to be so good. Forgive me, but you cannot win against Yhwach. I mean, Ichibei, we hate Ichibei, man. You think they'll show Shuhei's Bankai in Cour 3? I don't think so. Was the Shinjumaru versus everyone ever in the manga? No, it was not. The Shinjumaru versus everyone is anime only. It was not in the manga at all. So a lot of the stuff that's going to happen in episode 1 of Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War, we're not even going to get to see. Not going to like Kubo's poems are underlooked. Read it in color, the fuck. I can't get over it. Read in color. So here's the thing. I'm reading it in black and white to get the gist, okay? This is the original. Now, they do have the colored ones also, so maybe we'll swap over the colors. But I think the black and white's classic, man. This classic Kubo black and white. But the color is much easier to understand. Much easier. I was on Brave Souls and I was playing to get a good Ichigo, and they gave me Vassal Ichigo. Well, which Vassal Ichigo did they give you? Because one of them is really good. One of them is good. What else is anime only? There's a couple of change scenes, like the scene with Omaeda and his sister is changed from the manga. That's different. Shinji using his Bankai is an anime only scene. Black and white translations are more accurate. Oh, interesting. I didn't know the translations are that different between the black and white and the color one. Interesting. I did not know that. Maybe instead of Yhwach killing off Gerard, Shueika bullshit. I don't think so. I think I am not a fan of them stealing all the content from Can't Fear in World, because I think if that happens, we're never going to get a Can't Fear in World adaptation, which some people might see that as positive. Some people might see that as a negative. I personally really like Can't Fear in World. I would like if they had adapted it at some point, but if they start stealing all the stuff from Can't Fear in World, I don't think we'll ever see it adapted. All right, let's see. Shinji's there. Damn, you got the living crap beat out of you. Yeah, Shinji got roasted again. Don't read so much into it. Ain't nothing but flesh wounds. Omaeda, the king, chilling here, having a blast. You asshole. It's all thanks to Captain Hirako and our efforts. We were just barely able to fend off the enemy with our Zanpakuto powers. That's the problem with Captain Hirako. Well, they got a problem. Dang, Omaeda and Shinji are tight, huh? You them talking shit when they first started saying friggin' outsiders who they think they are. Oh, you drag your little sister here. Come on. Omaeda's little sister. She has to be saved. It has to be what it is. We know you just like Tokonada. I mean, Tokonada's cool, man. You can't hate on Tokonada. So cool. I agree, Gabe. I agree 100%. Finally asleep. Now quit your bitching. I'm glad that Omaeda is like so protective of his sister. It's cool. Who would you want to smash? Gerard's Cour, Toshiro, Byakuya, or Kenpachi? I don't know. If I had to pick, I kind of lean towards Byakuya. I like Byakuya. I got a soft spot for Byakuya. The wounds the girl and I suffered at the hands of the enemy have only just healed thanks to the efforts of Captain Hinamori. Okay. That's nice. Abarai-kun, Kushiki-san. We couldn't leave her alone in the midst of the battles. Please forgive us. Captain Soy has gotten soft on us more. All right. And literally choose Germany. Python be the first buyers. I know. Everybody be all over the place. This is going to be so good. I can't wait for this. Everyone revive beats me. Even if you have to abandon your current opponent, all captains and vice captains need to assemble immediately. Ain't often you hear a desperate message like that. Everyone is probably hauling ass over here. And then straight into Urahara's lab. Now, we see Byakuya. We see Yoruichi's brother, Nanao. The gang's here. One of the things that I have heard as well is that I think they moved this scene from the first episode. I don't think we're getting this scene in the first episode. When does it drop? It drops tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. PST. This is not going to be in the first episode. It's been an eternity, you guys. It's me, Shihoen Yushiro. Thank you for always looking after my sister. Oh, it looks so fun. Dang. So fun looks just like a little chibi. 10 hours. Let me do the math there. Yeah. 11 hours. Little 10 and 45. 10 and 45. So what are you actually excited to see Nemu shit, or were you trolling Jose? I was trolling Jose. I don't give a fuck about that. That was purely for Jose. Why is Ichibei with him? Is he not fighting Yhwach? Do you want me to spoil it for you, like cats? I'd love to see SAFWI, especially for Don Kanoji in the 8th and 7th Kenpachi. I do think that would be an easy one to adapt because it's so removed, right? Staying up till it drops, not a chance in hell. I actually work tomorrow morning. So I will work tomorrow morning, and then I will actually be back after work, and I will watch the episode live for you guys. It'll probably be on Twitch. I know a lot of you guys are YouTube guys. So if you haven't subscribed or followed us on Twitch, I'll post when we go live, but the link is in the description as well, so make sure you guys follow us over there as well. You sure got me. Dang. Yoruichi's crushing. Found basically the guy version of Yoruichi. You sure please don't abandon your post. Do you have any spending money here? Thank you. Dang, did she just get given money? Dang. You're freaking kidding me. Ain't no one here. What's the deal, Kisuke? The 7th Division will not be joining us. They have their own matters to attend to due to Captain Komamura's injuries. The request for medical team dispatch was denied. Dang. Poor Komamura. I think this is the last time that we see Komamura in the manga. I don't think we ever see. But again, the Yoruichi pose. We talked about it earlier, the Yoruichi pose. There is one pose that everybody thinks of when it's Yoruichi, and that was a fan art. That was super fan art. That's gonna be a long day. Yeah. It is what it is. I'm gonna come home, we'll watch it, and then I actually got to do my notes, and then we'll do the Bleach Boys podcast, and then I will stay up and edit it and all that stuff. So it'll be a long day. Is Bleach releasing in English tomorrow? It is. Bleach is releasing in tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. PST. The first episode will drop in English. It's on Hulu in the United States. Internationally, it's on Disney+. It's weird that after Kurako leaves, Shinji acts like the commander. Yeah, it is weird. And I don't think he's even in the running to be a commander. I mean, he could be, right? Because you could argue that he led the Visors. So there could be an argument for Shinji potentially taking that role. but I just don't think he's up there. Hi Sam, can't watch because spoilers. Keep your reading up, Smart King. Thanks Vasily Billy. Thanks Vastamas. Appreciate that. Poor Komamura, just permanently stuck. Dog Komamura versus Keigo. Dog Komamura, I think, would take it in the bag. I mean, how many of you think you could take like a dog, like a large dog coming at you? Can you explain Yhwach power more simply, dude? Yhwach has the power to see everything in the future, see how it would affect him, and counteract it immediately. He is basically like instant hacks. It's crazy. Also, the way the Byakuya became a comic relief. Yeah, he kind of came the straight character. You know how there's always a funny character? Like, we have a dynamic duo, right? There's always a funny character, there's always a straight character, because you have to have like that regularness to bounce off of. Later, Alpha Gator Studio, thanks for hanging out with us today. Appreciate it. Shinji is technically a senior captain. He was a captain. I know. And he led the visors. So he would be in the running, but I don't think he's like up on there. You know, I don't think it would happen. Captain Kuchiki has confirmed us that the 3rd and 9th Division captains will be moving alongside the 12th Division. Well, Captain Kurotsuchi is with him, so I'm guessing he'll be joining us eventually. After all, if Soul Society were to disappear, it'd be a problem for him as well. So Muri's still doing the same thing, still having a blast, fucking around. He's just going to be late. That's fine. The captain of the 11th Division and the vice captain of the 9th Division, so Zaraki, 9th Division, along with 11 Divisions, Madarame-san and Ayasagawa-san, are all currently in intensive care. So yeah, all the 11 squad got beat up. They got roasted. 3 of them aren't in any mortal danger, but Captain Zaraki is in critical condition. Then there's the captain of the 1st Division, who's currently engaged in room 46. Ooh. Oh, what can he be doing in room 46? What can he be doing? How do you feel about the whole Fullbringers are pieces of the Soul King revelation? I kind of dig it. Kind of makes sense, you know, that there's all these pieces of the Soul King that have been spread out and put around everywhere, and they each have like a little piece that's inside of them, you know, similar to like Rangiku. It's been established to be a thing. So is Thousand-Year Blood War the finish of the Bleach anime? It is. So Logan, it is the finish of the Bleach anime, but there are Bleach novels. One of the novels takes place after Thousand-Year Blood War. One of them is like its own little thing, SFWY. One of them is about Rukia and Renji's marriage, which is very cute. So there's a bunch of Bleach content that happens. There is one chapter that Kubo released for the 10th anniversary, I believe, which was called the Bleach Hell Arc, which takes place much after, which is a continuation, but we've only had one chapter. Who has parts of the Soul King? I mean, and what power do they get? Well, in Can't Fear World, spoiler, you find out the Fullbrings, they all have pieces of the Soul King inside of them, you know? So we don't really know like what piece, you know, but they all have a piece inside of them. What time is it releasing? 7:30 a.m. PST. Sounds like shit really hit the fan. Let me take a stab in the dark. You're planning on tracking down everyone that has been scattered. We're going to break into the Soul King's palace. Break in with all the captains. Are we even capable of doing that? Rather, yes, we should be. Thanks to the Tensei Show, I don't even know how to pronounce that, brought to us by Yushiro-san on top of the pedestal that Captain Kurotsuchi made. Besides, we have all the captains together in the massive amount of spiritual pressure. So I think we're getting to the part where we're going to start channeling all the power to send everybody up. SFWY takes place both in the past and in the 1.5 time scale. Anyway, do you have any idea at what point Cour 3 ends the manga? I don't. We were talking about that. I really don't know, and it's hard to guess because Cour 3 and Cour 4 is really going to have a lot of added content to it. So it's very, very hard for me to guess where that is going to end. Here we go. They're all taken off to the Soul King. Sorry, humans. Forgive me, but you cannot win against Yhwach Baha. Like, what is Ichibei's goal there? Is Ichibei sending Ichigo just to stall? Like, is Ichigo sending... Like, he's Ichibei sending Ichigo just like, hey, go get yourself killed, then I'm going to use you for the Soul King. Like, what was Ichibei's grand plan here, you know? Just imagine during all this, Tokunaga just scampering around being a rascal, stealing swords and braids. I know. And I think that would be a cool scene to see. Like, he's just, like, kind of running around like a little rat, like, grabbing all the pieces, stumbles across Grimmy's brain. He's like, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I love all the fan art, by the way. It's so classic. Like, reading the manga, and then every chapter you get fan art right at the bottom. You cannot hope to defeat Yhwach with your abilities, but fear not. That is all there is to the so-called peace, right, Yhwach? What does he mean by that? What does he mean by that? Touch grass, buddy? I already touched grass today. It's already been done. I've already locked it in. What does he possibly mean? So let's read the little thing. The shocking revelation by the monk. Meanwhile, Ichigo blitzes towards the Soul King Palace. What fate awaits him there? You cannot hope, but fear not. That is all there is to the so-called peace, right, Yhwach? The ordinary peace. Man, Who knows? Who knows what he calls me? I feel like Core 4 will have a really big amount of anime exclusives. I think so as well. I think Core 4 will be crazy with the amount of anime exclusives that we're going to get. It's going to be insane. Ukitake, first time appearing. Well, I guess we saw him for a brief moment, but his actual first scene, look how happy he is. Isane's here, Hanatoro, all the gang, Ikaku, Yumichika, the whole gang is here. Bleach is just so good. Bleach is great, man. Kairos, Bleach is, I mean, the GOAT. It's the GOAT, man. You'd be saying that even if Ichigo kills Yhwach, he might just come back like he did before. Yeah, it's kind of like two immortals fighting each other. Like, what are you even going to do? What is even the play? Utake-san, the hell are you doing here? You're the one that needs to... What do you mean by that? If I'm in a good state of health, then I can help you. Look how happy Ukitake is. How can we hate Ukitake? Look how genuinely happy he is just to be involved. Due to my freelance sickly nature, I actually have a very profound knowledge of healing techniques. I expect to look at him, his hype boys are here. So I'd be such a kiss up, but yeah, he's the best. Anyway, besides Captain Rocky, everyone besides Captain Rocky has been healed to the point that they've regained their mobility. All the credit really goes to Vice Captain Kotetsu and third seat Yamato. I like that Hanatoro gets so much credit. Like, Hanatoro, his Zanbakuto is great. Like, really, really good, especially for healing capabilities. Fantastic. I wonder if Ichibe's plan was to sacrifice Ichigo go well. How can you defeat Yhwach without Ichigo? Yeah, see, that's why it doesn't really make any sense, Reza. Like, what was his game plan there? I can only think that maybe he sends Ichigo to stall, then he waits. I did see that Lasha, so funny. So funny. I assume he would wait for Ichibei to get his powers back, and then Ichibei would like go round 2, knowing that what he knows now, and then he has Ichigo for backup if something gets fucked up. I don't know what Ichibei's plan was there. Really, really confusing. It's kind of like saying it's the Gote of 1,000 year in the problem. Okay. Did Ichibei know about Mimihagi? I would assume Ichibei is pretty in the know about most things. I genuinely think Ichibei thought he'd win against Yhwach. What was his game plan though, sending Ichigo off knowing that he can't win? Like, that's the question here. Like, what was his motives on that one? Hey, dipshits. Oh, Saraki's here. Everyone besides whom has been healed enough to regain their mobility. Damn, Captain Saraki, wow, your art and feet impressive. Where's Yachiru? Oh, that's too sad. That's too sad, man. That's too sad. I love Yachiru. That is too sad. The entire 11 squad is out looking for her as we speak, so don't worry. Please just wait here. Do you think Urahara knew that Yachiru wasn't there? You can't. I said, please just wait here. Dang, he locked his ass in. That's, I hate to see it. Sorry for the knee-jerk reaction. It's going to be trouble if you head out right there right now. Please be patient. Wait out a bit more. Move. Just stop. Now stepping up. He's good. Kenny's manga is going to go hard. It's going to go crazy. It's going to go so crazy. Who sealed the Soul King and how? So, we don't really know. Even in the explanation that we get from Can't Free Our World, Tokonada is the main villain from that book, and he explains a lot of the backstory of the Soul King, and it's really the most prominent explanation for it that people repeat. Even Tokonada himself is like, well, I heard, and like even when they're telling the story, Ichibei I think repeats it at one point. He's like, now note, this is all hearsay. We don't know if this is actually true, but you know, Ichibei knows the true story, of course, because he's a little bastard. But yeah, the nobles ganged up on the Soul King and basically roasted him, you know. And the fifth family, or the fourth family, one of the families was not down, which links to the Shiba clan. They were not down to like gang up on the Soul King and force him to become the Soul King. So they were like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to find another way. But then the other family was like, fuck it, and stabbed the fuck out of this guy and forced him into a crystal. Would there have been former members of Squad Zero in the past? It depends. So it depends if they slowly built up. Maybe Squad Zero wasn't always 5 members. Maybe there was less and they slowly gained members as the years went on. I think that's the most likely reaction, is they just gained them more and more. Did the paintbrush guy seal the Soul King? So that is part of it, yes. Rather than having you searching, it'll expedite things to have you the force of your entire squad doing the search. The task before you here is not something your squad can do. Right now, we must focus on doing all that can be done in our respective roles. Am I mistaken? Damn. Zaraki is now a changed man. He now listens, he learns, he puts his best foot forward. He changes how that's gone. It's perfect. Nah, you're right. It's definitely faster to leave the searching to my squad. Well, and also Zaraki knows that he's just going to get lost. Our all episodes going to be released. It's going to be weekly, Aiden. It'll be week to week, 1 episode a week. So we'll get the first episode tomorrow. I'm kind of surprised we're not getting the first 2 episodes tomorrow, especially in the pre-release with both episodes. But then we'll get episode 2 next week. There was a Squad Zero in the past. It just wasn't called that until Gote became a thing. No, Squad Zero was formed by 5 people who contributed the most to Soul Society. They aren't like other squads. They're all the OG members. There you go. Gabe answered it. Well, right then, before Captain Zaraki decides to change his mind, let's get the show started. There we go. Okay. So this is what the thumbnail is from, by the way. If you see the thumbnail for the live stream, this is it. Where and it actually was in the opening where everybody's holding these balls. It should be these auras. Please stand on the inside of the circle. Who's older, Kirinji or Shinjimaru? I think Shinjimaru is older. I'm just shooting from the hip. Zaraki and Zoro and Amaze, who gets out first? Probably Zaraki. I think Zoro is like legitimately goes the opposite direction of wherever he needs to go. He's like the reverse of Jack Sparrow's compass. Is Zoro. Please stand on the inside and fill your perspective auras with Ryatsu. I'm going to open up the ceiling. It's going to get a bit wet. I ask for your endurance. Here we go. And the gang's here. Dude, look how big Chad is. Look how big Chad is. That is crazy. Ganju. Then look how tiny little Orihime is. Dang. That is wild. Doesn't 10 hours left. Yep. Correct, Asher. Correct. Look. Even Yhwach. So Yhwach should have seen that coming, right? Like Yhwach's like, you damn monk. Ichigo. You are to be crushed atop the gears of fate. A small instance of gears. No need to curse Zesty. Be thankful. It shall be these very hands that you perish. Look at this. Gote 13 years of miracles. Bleach's 13th year is officially started in Set Emotions. So this came out when Bleach was 13 years old. Look at this. This is classic, man. Classic Shonen Jump. Chad's in high school, by the way. What episode do you predict this will be? I think this will be episode 1. I think, if anything, I bet this is where episode 1 ends. I think right here. That's my prediction. I think episode 1 ends right here. Because I think we've heard, obviously we have to get the Shinjimaru versus Uryu fight, which is all anime only. All anime only in episode 1. I think we get the wrap of Ichibei versus Yhwach, as we saw in the manga. There's not much left to it. There's really not. And then episode 2, I think has already been confirmed that it is Ichigo versus Yhwach's episode 2. So I think this will be the end of episode 1. If not before. I would be shocked if this is maybe not before. But I think they move this whole scene. I think they move this around. I don't think we get much of this at all. So I think it's going to be all action. I don't think we get this episode 1. You don't think so? I have heard a couple of things. I've heard one that the scenes of Urahara's lab is going to be moved. It's going to be moved around. Potentially, maybe the episode 1 ends with Ichibei coming back. Maybe that's how we end that one there, and he sends him off. I think a good. Let's go back a chapter. Oh, it doesn't like that. All right. Well, we're not going back a chapter, I guess. Let's go back. Okay. So I think maybe we'll get this is the cliffhanger for episode 1. They give her like 20 plus chapters in an episode. Yeah, but we're going to get Uryu versus Shinjimaru episode 1. So there's 7 minutes of recap. There's Uryu versus Shinjimaru in episode 1. And then Yhwach versus Ichibei. So I can see Ichibei coming back, sending Ichigo off, and this is the ending right here. Where he goes like, hey, forgive me, you guys cannot win. I think that could be a perfect cliffhanger for episode 1. I think that could do it. So I would not be surprised if this is it. Which maybe we stop here. Maybe that'll be all we read for episode 1. I think this is it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. What do you think is the Soul King's name? It is Chad Junior. I'd actually agree. I think that's it, because I had heard that this Urahara interaction stuff doesn't even make it to the episode. They don't even put that in the episode. So if we cut all that out, we fill it up with Uryu versus Shinjimaru, we go here, we finish. I think this is a perfect cliffhanger for episode 1. Maybe the post-credit will be Ichibei coming back and him saying we can't beat him. Because I'm thinking how they have to set it up and where they left it off. You going to stream tomorrow? I am. I'm going to stream tomorrow. We're actually going to do a couple, probably one stream. We'll do one stream tomorrow. I'm going to watch the episode live with you guys. So it'll be long after the episode came out. We're going to stream in the afternoon. We're going to stream, it'll probably be about 3:30 PST. That'll happen. We'll come together. We'll watch that. That'll be good. It'll be on Twitch and it'll be on TikTok for that, just to make sure that we're good to go. So if you haven't, follow us there, and then we will go from there. At this point, if this is true, why the anime will reveal Ryo's name? I'm happy to know, but do we need it now? I don't know. Maybe it's setting something else. Maybe Kubo has grand plans in the future. Yhwach didn't invade the world of the living because Don Kanoji was there. Correct. That is correct. Actually factual. Uryu fighting Shinjimaru will take a good piece of the episode and have Ichibei come back to close. I think that's right on. Think we could see maybe more Isshin, Ryukin this Cour? I hope so. I think Isshin and Ryukin need a lot more. Give me one moment. I got to take a piece so bad. I will be right back, guys. Everybody hold. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay, say except we're dead soon. Don't worry, y'all. He went to beat his meat. Okay, you guys immediately go to worst case scenario. Kage. Dang, long time no see, Kage. How are ya? Yeah, we fucked a big time. Come fix our mistake. Chris like Ichigo's funny. Did Yhwach ever have a wife? Don't know. We'll find out tomorrow, hopefully. All right, everybody, I think that is it. We're going to call it. My time zone is PST. So 7:30 a.m. PST, the episode is going to come out. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow. If you guys haven't, link is in the description. Make sure you guys follow us on Twitch for the live watch tomorrow. And then join Discord. I will ping you guys all when we go live there so you guys are all aware. Buddy got a headset dent. I know. Dude. Not really. Dude, Jakari. That's pretty good. That is really, really good. Congratulations, by the way, Kage. I will see you guys tomorrow for Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War Part 3. No, not you, lol Ichibei. Okay, thank God, Jakari. I thought you were about to just alert me to something. I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? Love you guys all. Hope you guys enjoy the premiere of Bleach Thousand-Year Blood War Part 3. Have a great night, everybody. Goodbye. I'm going to slowly turn everything off here. Play type soul. I will eventually. Okay, 1 second. Finally, I hope you think it's fine. They need a novel for when Aizen finna get out of prison. That'd be really cool. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I know some of you guys were here for both streams. You guys are the GOATs. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.